I've been sat here thinking about the videos I'm doing, and I thought we've had a fully bespoke boat done, and I thought it'd be a good idea to show you a few things what we asked Steve to do and the reasons why we did it, and also show you a few ideas that we've both had, both me and Bernadette, to enhance not the boat fit out, because that's spot on, but just to enhance our comfort and that. So it's going to be called, and there'll only be a few appearing every now and then, hints, tips and ideas, and we'll just put a little selection of short videos every now and then that'll appear, just showing you something what we like. So it's something just a little bit different. Okay, speak to you soon. Ta-ra. Hello again. This is another one of my hints and tips videos, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to change a water filter. I'll show you what type it is, as I think filters are very important, and particularly a decent one. Alright, I'll get back to you soon. Right, this is a galley sink with the normal taps here, and this is my tap which I have connected up to my filter. Even if you can't install this tap yourself, once it's done it's still going to be very easy to change this filter, particularly if you get the type I have. Right, I'll show you what I've got, and then I'll get on with it. Right, the filter I use is from General Ecology. I've had these for years and I think they're the best ones, and you can get a full year out of these. They're really good. So that's the filter what I'll require. I'll need a trusty torch, and a good one. Obviously that gives out the light so you can get to see your where you're doing all your work. And we've got some paper, just in case there's a few drips, which are inevitable. And we've got two containers, one for the filter, or the old filter, and one to just put under the housing when you're doing the work. Right, so there are all the things I need, and I'll set myself up to do it. But the other thing what you must do before you start any of this, again it's simple, turn off the water, just at the switches at the back. You don't need to turn the main thing off. And then all you do is the normal thing we all know, just let it run off as normal. So we see all that that's done. If you don't do that, when you undo everything, it's under pressure. So that gets rid of all the pressure before you start. Alright, see you in a minute. Right, just a quick one. When I open the big box from General Ecology, I'll just show you what you get with this. Right, you get the Nature Pure filter. That's this here. I'll just open it up. And that's what it looks like. That's how it is. It can only go in one way because that piece goes into the top. I'll undo the cover ready and all that in a minute. But that's the actual filter. That's used on everywhere on ships and airlines, but in the bigger version. This is ideal for a boat environment. So that'll be ready. And I'll just show you this as well. You get that as well. And that's a simple idea, what means you don't need any tools. when you're changing the filter. Right, I'll set it all up and you can watch me do it. Okay, ta-ra! Just before I start doing the change of the filter, I just thought I'd show you, it's a simple install this, but not everybody's got the skills. That's the isolation valve, which I always have fitted, so you can turn that off to the water. You could have also, if you didn't have one of them on, that's why I did it before, you turn the water pressure off. But if you've got one of them, you don't need to do that, and it can be isolated. But not everybody has an isolator switch, so I did it the long way. And it was very simple to connect. It's just a T-piece there, and that comes round and down into this filter, so it's in on one side, and then the other piece there goes up and round and up to the tap at the top. It's really simple to install, but if you've not got them skills, it doesn't matter, because you pay for somebody to put this filter in, which is a Nature Pure. This is definitely the best type to have. Once you've done that, any further maintenance is a doddle, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Speak to you soon. Right, we'll change this filter, just show you how easy it is. No tools. There's a clip up the back which I'll try to show you shortly, but this is how it comes apart. You take this out. Oh, so that's easy enough, just a little plastic piece like that, and it only goes back in this side here. Now at the back you have a clip, and all you do is all that, clip it, and that's come off now. Now there'll be some water inside this, not a lot, but there will be some water. So you loosen it very carefully. Right, so that's the bottom piece, put the water in there. So I'll put that to one side at the moment, and that is the existing filter, as you can see. And again, only a bit of water, off it comes. You just let it loosen it and it just falls out. So that is the old filter, and that's done with now. So I can put that in my plastic container and move that away. Right, here's the new one. Very simple. Inside, you can see, you've got that little mark there, and this just goes onto it, and that's it. It's on. And all you do then, when you've done that, just put the piece back on, press it in, just a slight turn, put it back in, and it clips automatically in place. I could use that one again, because there's nothing wrong with it, but they do send you a new one. So all you do is work it back in. And lo and behold, it's fitted. That's a brand new filter, and all you do then after that is to either, what I said before, if you've got an isolation switch, just switch that on, or just switch your water on at the back, and you just run it through for 30 seconds or so to just let it start working, and you're away. And that's another season or another year or a bit longer, you can go with that filter. I would recommend it to anybody, and it's so simple to change, as long as you put in a decent spot. Right, okay. Well, I hope, again, that was a nice easy one for you. It's not difficult. I think that's a DIY for anybody. So that's all well and good. Alright, Stop the press! Breaking news! I'm sorry to interrupt the end of this instant tips video, but I've actually joined Facebook. Bernadette has worked very hard and has set everything up for the tiller people. When I was at work, I was technical, but I vowed never to go on Facebook, but I've moved back into the modern world. Just for your information though, I still have vowed never to use a mobile phone. I give it up when I finish work, and I've never needed one since. So, there it is. I'll give all the details on the end of this video. And like I say, I'm partially back in the modern world. See you all. Ta-ra!